A former Soviet Special Forces trainer built his entire strength philosophy around just one leg exercise, and it may be exactly what your legs are missing after 50. If squats and lunges have started feeling harder on your joints, there may be a better option. In this video, we will look at a single exercise, popularized by legendary Soviet-trained strength coach Pavel Tsatsouline, that may help rebuild leg strength, hip mobility, and balance after 50 or 60, one side at a time. Let's start with the person behind this method. Pavel Tsatsouline trained Soviet Special Forces before later bringing his training philosophy to the West, eventually becoming known for popularizing kettlebell training and a low-tech, high-concept approach to building real, functional strength. One exercise in particular, the Cossack Squat, has become one of the most consistently recommended movements from his entire training system. Unlike a traditional squat, which moves straight up and down, the Cossack Squat shifts your weight side to side, working your legs through a completely different plane of motion, one that daily life and most modern workouts tend to neglect. Quick question for you. When was the last time your workout actually challenged your legs moving sideways, rather than just forward and back? For most people, the honest answer is rarely, if ever. What the Cossack Squat actually is. The Cossack Squat is performed standing with your feet in a wide stance. From there, you shift your weight onto one leg, bending that knee and lowering your hips down and to that side, while your other leg stays straight with that heel resting on the ground. You then push back up to standing before repeating on the other side. It may look similar to a lateral lunge at first glance, but the depth and control involved make it a genuinely different, more demanding movement. One that challenges your hips, knees, and ankles simultaneously through a much wider range of motion than most people are used to training. Why this movement may matter so much. After 50. As we age, it is common for hip and ankle mobility to gradually decline, especially if most of our daily movement and most of our exercise happens in a single forward-facing direction. Walking, most gym machines, and even traditional squats mainly train your legs to move in that same forward and backward pattern. The Cossack Squat directly addresses this gap by training your legs and hips to move side to side as well, a pattern used constantly in daily life. Stepping sideways to avoid an obstacle, reaching into a car, or catching your balance if you start to trip. Some coaches and physical therapists specifically point to this kind of lateral strength and mobility as an important and often overlooked factor in maintaining stability and reducing fall risk as we get older. Have you ever nearly lost your balance, stepping sideways more than stepping forward? That specific movement pattern is exactly what this exercise is designed to strengthen. The muscles it actually targets. According to strength coaches and exercise physiologists who study this movement, the Cossack Squat works several muscle groups that often get neglected in typical leg workouts, including the hip adductors, inner hamstrings, glutes, and specifically the glute medius, a muscle along the side of your hip that plays a major role in balance and lateral stability. These muscles matter more than people often realize. Weakness in the glute medius in particular has been associated with poor balance and instability, both of which become increasingly important to address as we age. How to modify it safely. If you're just starting out, if a full Cossack Squat feels too intense right away, that is completely normal, and there are simpler ways to build toward it safely. One common modification involves holding onto a door frame, sturdy chair, or countertop with one hand, using it to support part of your body weight, while your hip and ankle mobility gradually improve. You can also simply reduce how deep you lower into the movement at first, treating it more like a partial range lateral squat, and gradually increasing your depth over time as your comfort and mobility improve. There is no need to rush toward a full, deep repetition on day one. What about you? Do you tend to jump straight into the hardest version of a new exercise, or do you prefer easing into it gradually? With a movement like this, gradual really is the smarter approach. Why it fits so naturally into Soviet training philosophy. It is worth understanding why a coach trained within the Soviet military system would emphasize a movement like this in the first place. Soviet strength training, particularly the kind used to prepare special forces personnel, tended to prioritize functional, whole body capability over isolated muscle building. The goal was rarely about appearance. It was about producing a body that could handle real, unpredictable physical demands. The Cossack Squat fits neatly into that philosophy. It is not a movement designed to isolate a single muscle for aesthetic purposes. It trains strength, mobility, and balance simultaneously in a pattern that closely mirrors how the body actually needs to move through daily life and unpredictable physical situations. That practical, no frills approach is part of why this particular movement has remained popular among strength coaches for decades, long after it first gained attention through Tsatsouline's teaching. A simple way to start. A reasonable starting point for most people new to this movement is 2 sets of 6 to 8 repetitions per side, performed slowly and with control, rather than rushing through the motion. Focus on keeping your chest up, your weight balanced through your whole foot, and your knee tracking in the same direction as your toes as you lower down. As your comfort and mobility improve over several weeks, you can gradually increase your depth, your repetitions, or eventually add light resistance, such as holding a light dumbbell or kettlebell at your chest, once the basic movement feels controlled and stable. Why one exercise can cover so much ground. Part of what makes the Cossack Squat particularly appealing for older adults is its efficiency. Rather than needing several separate exercises to address hip mobility, ankle flexibility, single leg strength, and lateral balance, this one movement touches on all of these areas simultaneously. This does not mean it should necessarily be the only leg exercise in your routine, but it may serve as a valuable addition alongside other basics, like sit-to-stand squats or step-ups, rounding out a more complete approach to lower body strength and mobility. A small story to think about. Imagine spending years training your legs almost exclusively in one direction, forward and back, only to realize that the moments you feel least stable, stepping sideways off a curb, or catching yourself after a stumble, involve a completely different movement pattern you never actually trained. That gap is exactly what a single, well-chosen exercise like the Cossack Squat is designed to close. An important reminder. Because this movement challenges hip and ankle mobility more directly than many standard exercises, it may not be appropriate for everyone right away, particularly if you have existing joint pain, balance concerns, or a history of hip or knee issues. If you are new to exercise or have any existing health concerns, it is a good idea to check with a doctor or physical therapist before adding this movement to your routine, and to start with a supported, shallow version until you feel confident with the pattern. Final thoughts. The Cossack Squat may not be a flashy or trendy exercise, but its roots in Soviet strength training reflect a simple, practical philosophy. Train the body the way it actually needs to move, not just the way that looks impressive. For many people over 50 or 60, this single movement may offer a genuinely efficient way to rebuild leg strength, improve hip mobility, and support better balance, all in one exercise. If this video gave you a new exercise to try, you may want to like this video so more people can see it. If you found this helpful, you might want to subscribe for more simple, effective strength tips like this one. And if you want to learn more exercises for building strength and balance after 50, you can check out the next video linked on screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.